right, 8 o'clock, there we go. All right, call the meeting to order. We're gonna go through introductions, I guess, again.
I don't think you need to.
Okay, I think we went through it last week, right?
Last month, yes, we went through introductions last month, sorry.
Okay, and our names are on the screen too, so. Okay, approval of the May minutes.
Move for their approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Visitors' comments. No visitors. Awesome. Old business. Summer night street dance analysis. Joe, I'm gonna default to you.
Well, other than for a thunderstorm, it went extremely well.
Yes, well.
We got started well, and about 5:45 or so, hell broke loose, and we were down till we waited the storm out, and we got the Beals back up about 7:15 or 7:20. Went well. We kept checking the radar and such, and radar showed we were going to get hit then again about 9:30, which we did not, but we played till I shut them down at 9 o'clock, and we got the cleanup done, and that was it. Baker was absolutely thrilled with how everything went, and the number of people out there was beyond my imagination, especially when they came back so quickly when we got the Beals on. I mean, we had a full street.
Yeah, and I got feedback from the 2 food trucks that we had. And even though we lost quite a bit of time because of the storm, they still said that they were happy and they did well.
That sounds awesome. I guess that's going to be a prelude to what the Jazz Festival is going to be, I would assume. So I guess we can.
Well, let's not talk about the storm. Let's leave that out.
We'll leave the storm out, but I'm talking about how many people came and everything like that. So yeah, I apologize. I had to miss it. I was at a wedding in Colorado, so I'm sorry I missed the thunderstorm though.
Yeah, you should have seen poor Sam trying to keep his pop-up tent from blowing away. All his employees, another one would come out, then another one come out. Because it took almost flight.
Yeah, it's better just to take those things down when it gets bad.
Well, they did.
Hold them down.
They did, but they couldn't do it in the middle of the whole
down
thing.
that fast.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, that leads up to the Jazz Festival.
We are planning that. We've got the lineup. It's press releases have gone out with the lineup. And we are going ahead with that as quickly as we can. With the main thing that we're working on right now is sponsorship.
Okay.
And what's the date of that, Joe? What's the date?
It's September
The
18th.
18th of September.
And Mars issued my permit for that already, so we are fully go on that. We've got the 2 stages. Everything's going to line up just like it has in the past.
Okay. Sounds great. I'll be there for setup on that one, Joe. So.
You'd better be. Fran sent out an email Saturday night asking for extra help for me for clean up on Sunday. I got one response, but noticed that the email did not say for Sunday. it still indicated for after the dance.
Okay,
So I got really no help on Sunday. We spent all the signs were wet. Everything obviously was wet. So I spent the Sunday cleaning up. So
well, I'll make sure and get you some more volunteers for jazz. I'm sorry about that.
I think looking at maybe finding some like student volunteers from one of the schools or organizations like that would be a good plan rather than trying to lean on people from the commission or business owners, et cetera. I think there's groups that would be
Well- accessible
and need their volunteer hours checked off a box, and that would be a good opportunity to kind of look into.
yeah, it would not have been so bad except the rain. So obviously everything was wet, and I had to spend the day washing and drying the signs so they wouldn't get moldy over the next year. So
And part of the problem too is, and you may have covered this, is the turnout on the trade association has been pretty low. I think people are just tired of Zooms. So I don't think that helped with getting volunteers. People ignore emails, but in person, we've not had huge turnouts
right.
on those meetings. So that you know, you won't get as many volunteers without that. Once we get back to in person, I think we'll get more attendance and it will be better.
Okay, any other comments? Okay, let's go to final budget.
Your budget was approved.
Okay.
No changes, no issues.
Great,
I think it was just on here because it was just to give an update.
okay, got it. Hey, new business? Anyone? BDC updates.
I don't think we've met since the last meeting.
No, we meet this week.
Yeah.
Hey, Mara, you're up.
I'm not going to repeat a lot that were already in the minutes, so I'm probably only going to do new ones. Eurotrash, an interior design firm, is going in where the dry cleaning store was located next to Dewey's. They're going to be renovating the interior. I know many people have noticed the exterior already has some changes to it. Painted, cleaned it up. They have a permit in for interior work. Betty's Book, a new comic book store, is coming over where Jim Bree had moved around the corner from Cyrano's. So they're going to go into one of those locations. They also have a permit in for interior work. I know since the last time we did the minutes or last time we met, we were still hoping for Lona's Little Eats in Old Orchard, but they have withdrawn. They had some family matters that they were dealing with, and so they're not able to continue to pursue that at this time. Rolling Ridges CUP was approved by the council for the Willow and Webster. They do plan to do some interior work and move forward. I think they had said to the council end of late summer, early fall is when they would first start having the ability to use the space for events or for meetings and classes. Patterson Performing Arts, that's the music teacher who is going in the Webster Groves Presbyterian Church in some of their classroom spaces. Their CUP went before the city council and they're moving forward on that one. They should be approved at the next council meeting for their final reading. Play days that used to be in the First Congregational Church as a daycare center are no longer in that space. And so they're looking for a new space. We've got a CUP that they have to obtain for their daycare center. They are looking at a space over on Marshall Avenue, kind of near where Maypop is. So that has just got turned in, and we're going to put them on the meeting date for Plan Commission on July 12th. Our multifamily text code amendment, which is to make it a permitted use within commercial areas if they meet all these set of regulations of height and square footage on the land with setbacks and what they would need for parking. If they can meet all these key requirements, they would not have to go through a full rezoning or a CUP, but they would still go through site plan reviews, stormwater, architecture review board. That one went through Plan Commission for 3 months and it's been moved forward to City Council. The first hearing on that before the council is coming up on Tuesday, July 6th. So that'll be on for review. For those that have been hiding under a rock, Proposition 1, which some information will be continuing to go out, and there's additional information on the city website. That is the proposition that's on the next election in August. It is regarding the 2-family text code amendment that we made, the city council approved before that had gone through Plan Commission for about 6 months and then went through and was approved at the city council. A referendum was brought forward asking it to be repealed. The council did take another vote and voted not to repeal the text amendment. So it is now going forward to a vote. So at the August election, and you can look online for the additional information, it has the actual language that's going to be on the ballot. But if someone wants to keep the ordinance in place to allow 2-family structures within the A4 zoning district, if it meets all of the regulations of setbacks and square footage and parking, you actually have to vote no. And if you want to overturn and no longer allow that text code amendment, you need to vote yes. So that information's on the website. There's also a lot of questions and answers that are continuing to be added on with questions that people have. In addition, there's videos. If there's questions as to why the council voted the way they did, there's some informational videos from various council members that are also available on the website. So if there's any questions on that, let me know. The redevelopment project went before the Plan Commission at the June Plan Commission meeting. It was held open to the July 12th City Plan Commission meeting. The first meeting was mainly focused on talking about the process, where we were in the process and how it moves forward through review. And then we did have 2 hours of public comment read into the record. The next meeting is going to focus on a presentation by the applicant as well as staff review. We're going to hold off all the comments that we've received until the August meeting. So those are the next 2 meetings that are coming up with that. I feel like, the city council budget was approved. So that has moved forward. And I think that covers pretty much everything in terms of city update, unless anyone has questions.
Maura, you mentioned Euro Trash. What is that exactly?
Interior design firm.
Okay.
Have you heard any news from the church that has the public parking lot that we rent from them, but them interested in selling that lot?
Nothing recently. I know there was a lot of just conversation about just how their land could be used, and that was a few years ago.
Okay.
So no, nothing at this time.
So somebody from the church came to me. I don't know why they came to me, but they were saying that they were interested in selling that lot, and they're like, their congregation is way too small to support their building and everything that they have, and that they were interested in selling that lot. And so I didn't know. They said that they had been talking to the city, but I guess not.
Well, it's been a couple years since we talked. We talked to them about just everything in general, all of their land, how it can be utilized based on the current zoning, what some of the zoning, some of the things that we were doing in terms of zoning.
Mhm.
So no, nothing nothing recently.
Okay.
Again, nothing probably since we could all meet in person.
Right, okay,
Yeah, so it's been a while.
okay, all right, sounds good.
Oh,
Okay.
and speaking of meeting in person, so we've got a number of things happening at City Hall to make some changes to allow for hybrid meetings. But my intent, now you guys meet at the very end of the month. So either for the July meeting or the August meeting, we will be able to be back in person. And then ideally, so right now the city council chambers are set up so you can meet in person and then you can still have the video so someone could zoom in. It's a little different because all the members that are in person are just in one little screen. And then the other members are separate. I know they're working with the other room, the council chamber room is also going to be set up with technology to be able to do the hybrid. So at this point, we're saying to people, if you're in City Hall and you are fully vaccinated, that you don't need to wear a mask. If you are coming in and you're not vaccinating, we ask people to wear masks. We don't ask someone's status. We do have a number of things happening right now around City Hall. My offices, my entire department is moving from the west side of City Hall to the east side of City Hall right after the 4th of July. And the Public Works Department is moving to the Public Works facility. So there's a lot of stuff moving. There's technology being added. There's a lot of just physical changes, but we should be able to meet in the conference room. And if not, we should be able to meet in the council chambers.
And I guess you'll just keep us posted that, I guess we'll just know when we send out the agenda and everything next.
I'll send out information. Yeah, because you're at the very end of the month, there's a possibility that your next month's meeting would very likely be able to be. We did one plan commission meeting in person. I've done an architectural review board meeting in person, and we've done multiple city council meetings in person. Now, that doesn't mean anyone from the public's been available, but you're a small enough group that we don't usually have lots of visitors hanging around.
Mhm.
So either way, we should be able to either be in the conference room or in the council chambers. I just want to make sure there's still that availability for someone to zoom in if possible, because I do know there are some people who still would prefer it.
Sounds good. Okay, anything else, anyone? All right, meeting's adjourned. Next meeting will be July 27th, maybe in person. So thanks so much, appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.